Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today, I'm going to be working on a pattern that hopefully I can make and sell and people enjoy. But I'm not going to be doing a free pattern testing this time. I'm going to keep it exclusive to my Patreon. So if you want to be part of it, feel free to join us there. Hi, welcome in. So I'll kind of like say some things I'm doing, but not enough to like give away as a pattern. Also, I'm kind of just playing around figuring out what to do. So I'm going to start with this slip knot. And I'm using fingering weight yarn. I just have a little bit of this, so hopefully it's enough. So let's see how many I'm going to chain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how tall this is. Okay, so we have 8. And then we have, I'm going to do the stem. 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I'm trying to write notes as I do this. Let's chain 12 instead. Okay, so I'm going to put triple crochet here. This yarn is like a little fuzzy, so it's like a little hard to work with in this tiny little scale. Okay, the next one I'm gonna do a double. And then a slip stitch. Is that kind of what I wanted? It's not quite there. Okay, so let's undo that. Keep the treble for the height. And then let's do half double. And slip stitch. Hey, how you doing today? Trying to make a pumpkin. Just pattern testing. I know there's other patterns out there, but I kind of wanted to make my own. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so is this right? No, it's not right. Okay. Let's chain up 13 instead. Okay, let's see how much we're at right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. God, this yarn sucks. I got it in like a scrap bag, so I have no idea what like the fiber content is or anything. I just know that it's fingering weight. You can see that it's pretty thin on my finger right there. So I'm gonna go 2 stitches in and do a triple. Oh, hey, Mom. Hey, Ashley. How you doing? Okay, so, yeah, that has a lot more height to it. Then I'm going to do a single crochet next to it. That's a lot more of the shape I want. And then a slip stitch. What are you making today? Okay, so that's good enough for me. Okay, so chain 13. Yeah, I've been really having fun making patterns. So I made this pattern. This is a granny square. I haven't blocked it yet. But it's a 3D ghost. It has this ripple right here, so it gives it. I know the colors are off. I've been waiting on the colors to be shipped to me. But yeah, once it's white, it'll look all ruffly and spooky. And then made a granny square out of it. I wanted to do a series of 3D, kind of like I don't know what to call them other than like suspended granny squares where they kind of float in the middle. And I want to make a bunch of these in different shapes, and then um, maybe make like a cardigan. So that's my hope. So now that we've created a little stem. Now I'm going to, so I could make like little curly cues, not on this layer. This is the bottom layer. I could do that on the top layer. That'd be fun, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so next I'm going to single crochet, put 1 single crochet into each chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's check to make sure that math checks out. Okay, so there were 2 turning chains, and then the treble, the single, the slip stitch. And I did 13, so I should have had 9. Okay, so that's annoying. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Probably didn't chain up the right amount. Okay. I'm just gonna put an extra 1 in here. We'll figure it out later. How are you? I'm doing okay. I am feeling real good. I'm working on, obviously, this pumpkin. I wore my pumpkin sweatshirt for this. I'm working on my pumpkin granny square pattern, and then I've also been working on making tucking panties for anyone who wants to wear them. And, uh, that's been interesting. So I had in mind that I was going to use 100% cotton on yarn for most of it. And then I'm also going to add fabric compression strips to kind of keep the goods away. And I started using Bernat Softy Cotton, which I got a while ago because I was going to make one of Dana's pattern. If you don't know Dana, Triple C, she's amazing. Her and Joe are just wonderful people. They're good people. So definitely check them out if you haven't already. The Triple C is creatively created crochet. Yeah, I always I gotta slow down to say it because I'm I'm saying it wrong. But she had a pattern where she used this stuff, and I was like, oh, great. So I picked it up, and I've had it for years now. And because I was waiting to get another skein to make a pair of shorts or something. And I was like, I'm just going to use this. And it turns out it's a cotton acrylic blend. So I hope that that'll give it a little bit of stretch where we need it, but it won't be too hot. So I'm gonna just play with that and see if, because I don't want to use dish cotton for an area that's so sensitive. So I have a ton of sugar and cream that's black, but I don't want to use that because I think it's a little scratchy for the skin, especially in that delicate of an area. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm gonna do a bunch of prototypes and do some pattern testing. I'm not pattern testing. I'm gonna be doing actual. I'm gonna make products for people. I think I might pick 2 people, and I am gonna send them each a couple of different pairs, all with different components, and see what is most useful, what is most comfortable. One of the things that a lot of the people that I asked in my trans groups, um, a lot of them said that they didn't want a visible panty line, and I did not know how to do it. I don't know how to do that with yarn. Unless I use lace weight yarn. I don't think it's possible. So I'm thinking of doing a thong, and then maybe trying to do a back with kind of like stretchy performance kind of fabric. Maybe performance might not be the word I'm looking for, but I got two types of fabric. They're similar in some ways. Like one said it was a compression fabric, so I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. So I bought it, but then I thought, so I ordered it online to pick up in store at Joann, and so let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna slip stitch into this last. Um, and then I was like, oh, I received a lot of feedback that people wanted stretch. So I was like, oh, I need some stretchy fabric because I thought the compression fabric wouldn't stretch. I thought it was similar to what I had in my binder, which is very firm and has no stretch whatsoever. Turns out that that's not what it was. So I have two like different types of stretchy fabrics that I'm gonna play with and try and do different designs with and see kind of some feedback that I can get from the people who would be wearing these tucking panties. So, okay, so let's see. So, chain 13, then we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Why was I thinking that it was? Because that should be 8. Yeah. I felt like something was off with my counting, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Okay. So, how are you? How are you doing, Ashley? This isn't dying again. Oh, it's just really cool. Good, working on a pillowcase. Oh, cool. What are you doing? Something that a lot of people said too is they wished I had more patterns and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people thought I was making them just out of fabric because, like, I didn't say I was crocheting them. But I'm trying to think like how I could. I mean, I know I could use like a variegated yarn. I know I can use different colored yarns, or I could even use some like you know, I mean, I don't even know if there are any cotton, like, you know how Premier has like their fruits, there's like, and like flower, like, pulling things. Like, that's all acrylic. So I don't want to do like pure acrylic. That's not my goal. So I don't know what to do. And like, I don't want to sew anything. So all of the fabric that I ordered because I saw this YouTuber named Alt Knots, who's wonderful. They're great. When they do like linings and stuff like that, or whatever, they'll use a rotary blade, one of those rolly blades that people use for sewing. But there is a what do they call it? It basically, like, the way that it rolls, it has spaces. It kind of looks like the cog of like a watch or something. and it has spaces, so it only cuts where you like in like a dotted line. And so I thought that would be perfect for sewing on with or crocheting on to the panties. So then I don't have to actually use my sewing machine. Using some of the granny squares I had and sewing them together. Oh, yeah, that's always I was gonna say that's always fun, but honestly, I've never done that. um, I I've not done a lot of granny square work in my life, but with these granny squares, I'm gonna have to learn how to sew them together. And so I know that there's a bunch of different methods. What's your preferred method um, to sew granny squares together? One, two, three, four, six. Definitely not used to working with yarn this small. 7. Learning curve for me. 8. I'm writing the pattern as I'm talking it through. So I didn't do that with when I started working on this one. I just had to rewatch the video where I did it, and that video is exclusively on my Patreon. So I did make a Patreon. It's $5 a month. If you don't want to join it, because you're, whatever reason, I'm totally okay with that. But I wanted to create it so I could create custom content and do just like private, like literally all my patterns that I'm gonna create, I'm gonna give out for free on my Patreon. And I plan on making several many patterns. And then we do kind of like some behind the scenes stuff, and all kinds of things, private cows, private Zoom chats, all kinds of stuff, where we can really like work together, collaborative pattern making. I thought that would be so cool if we could do that and make a pattern together, and then we can choose to whether or not we want to share it for free, or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. But like I wanted to do something different. Okay, so for this one, I am going to chain 2. And work. And then I'm going to do a treble crochet. Oh, will that stretch too much when I pull it? I don't know. Okay, so treble crochet. So we have 8 stitches. So let's do 2 trebles. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see it in my mind's eye. It's hard pattern making. Do I want to do 2 or 3? I think I want to do... Let's do 3. Let's really pack that sucker full. Okay, so because it's the shape of a pumpkin, it's like this. But I want to get height here. I need to get more height here. Wow, my phone just vibrated like a million times. Okay, let's see. Let's undo that work. Let's do doubles instead of trebles. God, this yarn, I hate this yarn. I had some variegated yarn. So this is like all the fingering weight yarn I have right now. Like I said, I have some on the way. This yarn is really awesome because it's very Halloween. And can you tell it's like purple and greens and it's gorgeous. That's what I used for the ghost. I didn't get into the variegated part. And I was also looking at maybe using like this yarn because it does have some orange in it, but I kind of wanted to see, and then I found this like little tiny bit of yellow and I was like, let's see if I can make that because it's kind of got some like goldenness to it. Gilded, golden. Okay, so let's do let's do 3 double crochets. Now, I'm sure there are other videos like this, but I found this video really helpful. Bag a Day Crochet did a video where she talked about yarn height, stitch heights, and I found that super helpful to kind of help me visualize how if I want to like move, certain directions, how I want to do that. So yeah. So let's see. Is this gonna plumping up like I want? Yeah, it looks like it is. And then maybe I'll do. Okay, so we're gonna have them on each side. So that's gonna bring it down to 6. And then let's do the 6. Let's do one more double crochet in the next stitch. And now we're going to pull out the treble. Big guns. Because we want a nice, fat, round pumpkin. Okay, and then what did I do? Okay. Here. Oh, I know why this looks weird. Okay. Sometimes reading the back side of the chain, you're like, what is going on? Okay, and then we do 3 double crochets. I don't know, my stitches still look weird. Am I correct? Okay, so we have 8, we have 6, then we have 4. Oh. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I can't count. Okay, let's see. So, okay, so we have 3 in there. I talk to myself like a lot. I don't know if you do that when you make patterns, but I'm just constantly just, oh, let's do this. No, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, now this is looking odd. Hi, Mary. Welcome in. I am testing a pattern. Or I'm not testing a pattern. I'm trying to make a pattern. But things are going very strangely. For some reason, I can't get my counts right. It is bothering me to no end. Okay, so... Okay. We're gonna just start this row over. So frustrating when it doesn't work, right? Okay, and I'm gonna make sure I count my stitches. So this was the 1, 2. Oh wait, is there like a hidden stitch right there? Is that what I'm missing? Oh yeah, there's a stitch. I was missing a stitch right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this 8? Are you 8? Yeah, I think there's a stitch in there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's what was happening. I was missing a stitch. Okay. double crochet in there. I kind of want to go and do some trebles because I just really like the height. What are you working on today, Mary? Okay, so then I'm going to put one double crochet, and then the final stitch, I'm going to put 3 double crochets. And then same stitch, I'm gonna go in and do, wait, is that the same stitch? That's a different stitch. I'm gonna put a slip stitch in the same stitch. Just I kind of want it to, so this is half of the pumpkin shape so far. A little stem right here. This is my sewn in end, so I'm gonna just snip it real quick so it just doesn't confuse anybody, including me. Yeah, so let's see. So chain 2 and 1. Last stitch. Okay, let me read. Okay, so you're making an afghan using the cross hatch stitch. I don't know that stitch, but it sounds beautiful. Caron Big Cakes, nice. And the color Toffee Brickle. Mmm, sounds scrumptious. Okay, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Hi, Lydia. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a great day and making some fun stuff. I am trying to write a pattern for a pumpkin 3D granny square. So I am doing a series of 3D granny squares that I will be selling. If you are a patron on my Patreon, you will get all the patterns for free, and you get to test them to give me your feedback. Right on my Patreon right now, there is a free pattern for this ghost granny square that's not blocked, so that's why I'm stretching out with my hands. I just used whatever colors I had around, but obviously you probably use white for the ghost. I imagine if you get some glow in the dark yarn, that would be, oh, you're getting thunderstorms. I love thunderstorms. I really enjoy them. It's very calming for me. And then it also has like a 3D kind of skirt to it. You can see right there. It's all ruffles, and that's totally optional. But if you want to test this pattern out for free, you don't have to be on my Patreon. Like I said, I know some people can't do my Patreon for one reason or another, or you don't want to. That's fine. In the description box below, you can find my Patreon, and this pattern is there for free, and you can comment on it with any changes that you see fit, just so you can make this granny square. I'm going to be making other spooky granny squares that are 3D, and I'm going to be putting them on my Patreon for testing. So patrons test it for free, and then I'm going to be selling them on Etsy and probably Ribbler. Sorry about the spiel. Don't forget to like this video. I hate to ask because like it always feels weird and inorganic to me. But liking this video apparently does something on YouTube to make more people see my videos, which I would really appreciate because I put a lot of effort into my videos. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I actually do. So if you could just give this video a like, I would really appreciate it. But do your best, you know. I still love you no matter what. What? You like my video? Thanks, baby. No, I liked it. That's why I married her. Okay, so we're going to go around the side. Granny square, when I crochet them, don't look right. Yeah, I mean granny squares, I mean a lot of stuff can go wrong with them, so I totally understand. Honestly, I didn't make granny squares for a long time because I just like I would constantly be like adding too many clusters or not enough clusters, or put my corner in the wrong spot, and like I kind of had a really hard time doing it. And then I had a really good time making the hexagon granny cardigan, which if you want to make one, if you've been interested in making a hexagon cardigan, I know they're very popular right now. There is a really great helpful video on YouTube. It's free, and that's what I used. I didn't use any written pattern. I didn't pay for anything. So if you want to learn how to do the hexagon cardigan, it's very easy, very fun, and you know, even if you mess up, it's pretty easy to cover it up. I found. Not that I messed up or anything. Okay, so in the next stitch, we're going to do another slip stitch, and then we're going to do our 3 double crochets. Also, sometimes with the granny square, you know, you have to block it. You know, even if it's acrylic, you have to block it. And you can block acrylic. There's a bunch of great videos on YouTube to help with that. So definitely check those out if that's something that you want to do. Not everyone likes doing granny squares. Honestly, I hated doing granny squares for a long time, and I was like, they're not like they just didn't excite me, and I, you know, only want to crochet if something excites me. So I didn't do them for a very long time, so no pressure to do them if you don't want to do them. Okay, so oop, that's not enough yarn overs. God, I hate this yarn. It's like scratchy too. Oh, that was a double. Keep on doing doubles when I'm supposed to do triples. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Then that one, then this one. Then we do a double crochet. And then we put 3 double crochets in here. I was thinking about putting a slip stitch, which I don't know, do I need? I feel like I might need. Okay, so I'm encountering some trouble. So I didn't think it was gonna be a problem that there were gonna be a bunch of, the trebles leave pretty big holes in the work. I didn't think about it, but because I'm gonna be stuffing another granny square on top of it, I think I need to reduce the height of my stitches. So I might just bump everything down one. And it'll require more rows, but at least it'll be tighter and yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna frog this whole row. I like the vibe of it, but it's just too spacious. Okay, so single crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single. Okay, let's see if that is what we want. Okay, head chain 2. Let's change that to chain 1. Okay, right now I'm not really sure what's happening here. Went too far back, as per usual. So I'm gonna put one there, and then I don't think I'm going to put one there. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn. 3 single crochets in the first stitch. So make it a lot more dense. And then a single crochet in the next stitch. Back in, doggy to potty, I understand. And then we're gonna do 4 doubles. I mean, there's still like some holes in it. And it just doesn't really have like the embodiment of a pumpkin that I'm looking for. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's okay to see some polyfill, but I'm just not loving this. Should I go down hook size? Knitting on knitting needles, making dish rags. Very cool. Okay, yeah, so what are your thoughts on this? So my goal was to make basically 2 of these pumpkins, stack them on each other, start sewing the edges together, and then stuff it with polyfill so it would be a 3D pumpkin. But a lot of these, I think things will tighten up once I start. You know what I could do? I could double up the stitches to have 2 stitches in one spot, and that might be the thing. This yarn is so hard to see stitches. Oh my god. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a single. Okay, and so now I'm gonna put a single in the next stitch. I'm gonna put 2 doubles in the next. 2 doubles in the next. Okay, it looks a little weird, but maybe it's just because I stretched it out. Okay, and then single crochet, single crochet, and then 3 single crochets in here. And then a slip stitch. Okay. So this is what I have so far. That the holes are a lot smaller, which is good. I don't think that it's going to present too much of a problem with stuffing. So I think that kind of may have fixed my problem. So let's see, 3 single crochets. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing backwards. So we're going to do a slip stitch, 3 singles, or she could just use whatever stitch I wanted rather than having to think about stuffing and all that crap. Okay, and then we do single crochet, single crochet, and then we do 2, so I talked about it in an earlier video. Weeks, actually, I didn't even post it in a video. Maybe I posted it on Facebook. If you're not part of the Facebook group, it's called Army of Weirdos. Uh, I talk about it in the description box below. If you want to join, you're welcome to. It's free. You can hang out. I do post like the occasional free pattern or something like that. We chit chat. It's super fun. If you have a Facebook and you want to join, that's the one. I would, I highly recommend it. I have a good time there. And it's the one with the green pillow. There are a couple Army of Weirdo pages, so you have to make sure you're with the right weirdos. Somehow I classify the right weirdo. What'd you say, babe? Okay. Yeah. Maybe between 10 or 11. That sounds great. Have a great time. Let me know if you need anything, okay? Okay. You look beautiful. He's like, I'm always good for daddy. So with this, you want to make sure that you're keeping your stitches tight enough. They don't need to be super tight. Obviously, you want to be able to work in them, but don't don't have super loose stitches because we're gonna have to stuff this bitch, and we don't want to make our lives harder than they already are, right? Okay, so this one, it kind of looks like, I don't know, like an apple core or something, or like a leaf. It's a polite thing to do, yeah. Okay. Ox tea. So we're gonna chain up 1 and we're gonna turn. Okay, so now that I have that, okay. Stitch. Two. Pattern writing takes so long. One single crochet, one single crochet. Three. Okay. So we haven't quite nailed the shape of the pumpkin yet. We definitely have some like curvature here at the top and at the bottom. I think I want to, let's try this. Let's do single crochet, single crochet, double crochet. Single crochet. No, this is getting kind of weird and pointy when I want it to be more like voluminous. Single crochet, double crochet, double crochet. No, that's not right. Okay. What if I put 2 double crochets right here? Oh, this could take forever, honestly. You mean you can nitpick a pattern for a while? Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. So, let's see, what did I do? Come on and turn. First, do stitches. And 1 single crochet, and then let's see. Wait, did I miss a stitch? Yes. What do we want to do? Let's just place 1 double crochet there. Then 1 single. I hope this is fun for you, because this is hell for me. It looks like I'm just making a leaf, doesn't it? If I could just give up and just make leaves. Okay, so we did a single into the first. Let's do 2 doubles into each of the next 2 stitches, because I don't want to deal with that issue of too many spaces, although I made this really loose, so it's making a lot of space. Okay. I'm sure there's a pattern. Yay, welcome back, Mary. I was talking about the Facebook group, and I was also talking about my Patreon. There's a free pattern on there right now. It's this pattern right here. It's a ghost that you can pattern test for free. And once the pattern's ready, you can have it, and it's all yours. So if you want to do that, you are welcome to do it. And then I do have a paid portion of my Patreon where I will be giving away. So every pattern I make, I'm going to be putting on Patreon to my patrons for free. So you get all of my patterns for free. Once I have more patterns, it will make more financial sense. But right now, your boy's just doing the best he can. Okay, this is actually working out pretty well. Okay, I did the single crochet. Got to do a double here. Wait, things don't feel right. I'm missing stitches. Yeah, there's a stitch right there. Okay, so this yarn sold. Can't wait for my new yarn. Where did I order from? I think Hobie. I don't know. I've been on so many yarn websites the past couple days. It's been a little crazy. Double here. Do 2 doubles in this next stitch. And then single. Single. Okay, so that rounded out the side quite a bit, as you can see. And there are minimal holes in it. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get to the other side. What if I don't slip stitch? I don't know. I feel like I need to slip stitch to bring it down to create the, the kind of like the butt of the pumpkin, if you will. So I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it just looks so much better that way. Okay, so 1, 2, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 single crochet. Okay, and 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet. Ian, did you say you were trying to get Social Security disability? Yes, I am. So I did my first appeal, and after they denied it and provided more information, and they said it should take like 3 to 6 months. So I'm still in that window of like waiting to hear if there is any news on my determination. It blows. Wait, did I do 3? No, I think I just did 1. Interesting. But yeah, no news yet on that. Yay, mobs! Happy you're here. I'm only on Rose Street. um, First and listed type 1 diabetic, had a quadruple bypass, and was on the kidney transplant list and could not get approved. Oh my god. Yeah, I've heard people like literally like in the hospital on their deathbed can't get benefits.